How you guys doing today? This is the one for GymChurch, and I'll be here. Well, there we go. There we go. Get the bag out of the way. We don't have a tripod. Today is Tuesday, and it is. Yeah, we're gonna do 15:55. Today is arm day, right? There we go. Very easy. We're gonna try to find something we can do 15 with, which is not very heavy, as you guys can't see, but the way I'm holding it tells me everything I need to know that it's not heavy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. We're gonna do 2 times 15, and then we're gonna go a little higher because we gotta go. We have a date with the bar, 45-pound bar. Oh my God. Man. Yo, woke up super inspired because we had a hell of a good, and I mean hell of a good um stream last night, bro. Okay. You guys came in clutch last night. Whew. Had a few new subscribers. We're actually about to hit 38,000. That's crazy, man. Whew. So we are doing really, really, really good. There we go. Next 15. Boom. Get out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh. Now we gotta go heavy. All right, so we're gonna put 110 on here right now, and we'll see where we're gonna be at. So what we're gonna do today, we're not gonna do the 5, 3, and 1. We're gonna do something which I used to do a lot back in the days. We're gonna do the 1, the 1, the 1, the 1, the 1. We're just gonna keep going once, right? We're gonna see where is it that we hit, which would be our 1 max rep, right? So we know we can do 120, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take probably about 30 seconds in between each one, or maybe more. We don't know. I think you guys can see the weight right here. You guys can see the weight. Sorry, my bad. There we go. So now we're at 110. We're gonna rest a little longer because 15 is 15, whether you're doing it with a lot of weight, with no weight, minimum weight. When you do 15, that's a different story. Your your muscle gets a little bit more fatigued than would be than you're doing 6. But at least for me, anything over 15, you're kind of overdoing it for me, right? So we're gonna let it rest a little bit more. Oh, let the blood go in there. Ooh, we're feeling extra crispy. I don't think I'm talking about cooking myself. Yeah. However, I did cook this morning. I made some chicken, some rice. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Here we go. 1, easy peasy. 125. And you guys are gonna see me probably do this twice a year, 3, 4 times a year. I'll do this to find out where we're at. Um, I believe I'm stronger now than I was last year. Um, so we're gonna do weight this year that we didn't touch last year. Even though I was at my apex last year, 6% fat. Oh, all right, here we go. One, easy peasy. Oh my God, bro. We're gonna do the whole lot. Yeah, there's a possibility that we may actually do this whole rack one time. Oh, luckily it's on camera. That's, I mean, do I would I be surprised? No. Why would I be surprised, bro? You know, we got a good diet. Um, we work out regularly and we do everything. We just don't come to the gym. We walk, we run bike, we started um our boxing bag routine. I mean, you know, we bike again, even here we bike, you know, we do what we have to do. So why would I be surprised of anything that I get to do? I don't. I don't surprise myself. What's up, Jerry? Glad you're back. All right, did we go up? Did I forget to go up? Yeah, I think he did. All right, we got to do 155. Here we go. 170 next. Now, if you really think about it, when we do, let's say the 35s on each side, that's 70. 70 plus 45, um, that's 115, correct? I don't know. This is morning. 115, 170. Now, you do have to take in consideration that this is a machine. Okay, so this is going to be easier to use than using the bar. Plus, it's a flat bar, so it's almost twice as hard because you're not using the easy bar. So yes, we can load up a lot more on this machine here than we'll over there. I still think that's harder than this right here. Okay, now granted, we don't sit down because it just for me it doesn't feel right. For me, it feels harder if we actually stand up versus sitting down. And guess what, man? I don't like things to be easy. All right, here we go. We're gonna try this one again. We have to go up. Here we go. Again, most importantly, we did not slab. Damn, 185. Machine a lot. That's still impressive, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you, 155 felt heavier than the 170s, right? Because of the bigger jump and weight. So now we're going from 170 to 185. That's basically 15 pounds. 155, 170. It's a lot of weight also, you know what I'm saying? But now we're doing 15, but we're in a heavier rep, right? So think about it like this. If we do 2 times 15, what this does to me is let me know where my 531 should be, right? So we've been cheating ourselves on the 531 here, but I don't think we've been doing 531 over here, but we could, right? If I wanted to, I know where my 531 would be right here, all the way at the end. And I said it, soon we'll be, maxing out on all the machines here. That's crazy to think. Like every machine over there, I max out. Now here we go over here. We're about to max out. And the way it's looking, I can probably do a good six with the one, what was that? 170? That was too easy. So here we go. Let's go. This is 185. Here we go. 200. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Well, you see, that's where the catch 22 comes from. And I told you guys this, if you listen to my stream real good, you would understand that that's gonna happen. So last year I got to 6% fat. but I was really, really strong. But you know what happened? I lost a lot of muscle, right? So this is what's going to happen when you're trying to do what we're doing. You're depending on how you do it, depending on what you choose to do. Either you're going to lose weight, you're going to gain muscle, you're going to lose muscle, you're going to gain weight and mass, or you're going to lose strength. But to be honest with you, you should be happy. Okay. Now, the only reason you shouldn't be happy if you're trying to do all of them all at once, which that's what I'm trying to do, and I'm achieving it. So I'm happy, right? All of my phases in my life, I'm happy right now. So there's nothing in this world that's going to take my happiness away. Why? Because I have said to myself, regardless of where this road takes me, I'm going to be happy. So let's just say, for example, next month I start losing strength. Okay, no big deal. Why? No big deal. Look at the way we look. Did I gain speed? Did I gain mobility? What did I gain? You have to think about those. What you gain versus what you're losing. What's more important, especially if you're younger? If you're younger, strength shouldn't actually even be the first thing that you're looking for. The first things you should be looking for is for longevity, because there's a lot of examples of old ass men out here that have to be on TRT or that have to be on steroids to even look the part. Okay, because then when they were younger, they fucked up. Okay. So if you're young, you need to tell yourself, what should I do so I don't look and act like this man right here? And I'm gonna be honest with you, you should be looking at people that way. Okay. It is the truth. How are you gonna learn? Here we go, the whole rack. Bro, we're down here. Yeah, yeah, all the way up too. It's not like we didn't go, we went all the way up. Okay. And that's what I'm talking about right there. I'm 48 years old, bro, and you got dudes my age out here on steroids and stuff like that. Can't even do that, my way. Okay, so this is what you also have to understand. What you're doing, is it even worth it, right? These are conversations you need to have with yourself. Okay, you don't go into the gym without having these tough conversations with yourself, bro. Okay, anybody that tells you otherwise is a liar. Okay, you need to have these tough conversations with yourself, not with everybody else. This is why not everybody's meant to lead. How can you lead if you can't even lead yourself? Okay. So we came up with a system the other day, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the easy bar a few times. I'm not one to use easy bar, but the reason I'm going to use it is because I do want that range. Because we're going from easy bar from here. Okay, that machine over there was like this, but we're going to use the easy bar. We're gonna have the wrist like this, right? And then now we're gonna go to this again, right? But this time we're going wide and we're going to stand up and we can load up a lot more and it feels harder. Exactly. Natural with no injuries, bro. That's what I'm talking about. You can tell, bro. I know people that are in TRT because I can see it. I know when someone's on steroids. I know when someone's on TRT. Bro, you still look like shit. And this is from when you were younger. The mistakes that you did not then are catching up to you now. You got to be smarter than that, bro. You, as you age, you have to be smarter, not dumber. And I just don't understand how people can go through the whole life and not get smarter. They think they're smarter, but they're not. Because remember, the person that's looking from the outside knows exactly what's going on. Okay, trust and believe. You're being judged, especially if you try to be a leader. You're being judged. You guys are judging me every day. Okay, but every day I do something different. Every day, every channel I have is starting to pop up. My other channel, which used to be my gaming channel, guess what? I don't care if that goes to waste because I no longer do that. My gaming channel is now this channel. Okay. We still go to the gym and we do and we do real life talk. What else do I need? I don't need anything else. We have the other channel because the other channel is going to be about, things that we're going to talk about that affect us in real life. And again, I always do not sit down. Here we go. One, two, three, four, five, six. And again, we don't have to go heavy here because we're using the curl. It's for the movement. We're not using it for the weight or anything. It's just the movements. And I don't know if you see it. You can see I'm losing a lot of weight, and you can tell right here, right? Because you can see the veins popping out here. I was actually looking in the mirror yesterday. It was crazy. I was like, oh my God, where I've come, how far I've come. It's crazy. I'm actually doing pretty good. Oh. So we got to do one more six. We might actually put a little bit more weight on it. We're actually going to put so we're going to do 20 pounds because it is the easy curl. It's pretty easy. I kind of challenge ourselves a little bit. So this is 20 pounds now. There you go. One, two, three, four, five, six. All right. So we're done here sitting down. Now we're going to turn around. We're going to do everything this way. Damn, I forgot I had a hoodie on, bro. You know what I usually do. You'll remember last year. You really did. That's all I did, baby. Ah, that's how you know we're being serious in the gym. We got our hoodie on. Ah, well, what you have to understand is this, bro. They came up with the word ego lift, but it's not ego lifting, really. It's not ego. We men have testosterone for a reason. The problem is that when people quote unquote ego lift, they're using it wrong. So you're not supposed to think of someone that is outlifting you. They don't even care or even acknowledge that you're alive, and they're just lifting. It's you that notices them lifting. And so you want to get next to them and lift heavier than them. In all honesty, what that is called weakness. Okay. You're actually showing feelings. You getting to your feelings, not saying you, but I'm just saying the person that's ego lifting gets into their feelings for some odd reason, gets offended that that person is doing more than them, and then they want to do more than them. Yo, this person doesn't even know that you're alive, but here you are. You want to go ahead and try to outdo them. Well, guess what? You already lost. You already lost because you noticed them. You're trying to outdo somebody that doesn't care about what you're doing or even care about you. Yo, what's good, Chief man? Chief man. So that's what you gotta understand. Like, for example, when I'm in the gym and I'm working out, I don't care. I'm working out. Why is my system even bothering you? That lets me know that I'm the alpha and you're the beta, or you're just dog shit. Because you have to take time out of your day to sit here and try to degrade me because you, in your own mind, can't do better. That's what it's all about. When someone disrespects you, and this is why a lot of people don't understand why I don't let you go. When someone disrespects you, you should never let it go. Oh, we talked about this yesterday. Don't let it go. Why you don't let it go? Because you shouldn't have to. They're the ones that need to check themselves. Okay. They're the ones they need to get a life, bro. Why are you worrying about me? Right? And if you're so miserable, why are you taking your misery on me? Keep getting, guys. Keep getting. You can use it. Yeah. Here we go. So we're gonna do two of these. Two times six. One, two, three, four. Again, this is 20 pounds. And you see how easy we're doing it, right? Because this is the easy bar. Once we switch to that bar, it's a whole different ball game. What's up, Chiefs man? Good morning. How you doing? We're doing some life lessons here, man. Yeah, you never let that shit go. You never forget. You know what you do with that person? You're no longer in my space. I don't have to allow you to be in my space. Hell, I don't even have to say good morning to you. Okay? That's what you do. Okay? You do what you have to do. Okay? Woo. You can't let people catch you by surprise. You know why I don't have friends? You really know I don't have friends? Because I know what happens when you have friends. You get disappointed, okay? So that's what you have to understand. So anyway, like I was saying, the pettiness of people. You know what I'm saying? Huh? I know. I don't know why you think I'm ignoring him. Brother, let me tell you something. You don't know the many times that I've been working out and he tries to outlift me or something like that. That's what it is. It's hurting his brain. I'm just working out. So anyway, maybe. I don't know. So there you go. You see what I mean? Just people in their own world and issues and problems, bro. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? And this happens to me a lot, right? And it comes from you just doing you being the better version of yourself. Okay. Every day you have to wake up and be the best version of yourself. Right. And when you do that, you know what you do. Okay. When you are the better version of yourself, okay, you irritate people. And the reason why you irritate people is because you're in your own world and you're winning. Get used to winning, guys. No matter what the situation, you win. Okay. You rise like the phoenix. But it takes a lot of hard work to do that. Okay. Rise like the phoenix, do your job, stay in your lane, do what you have to do. But for some people, it's very hard to do that, right? Okay. How many times bro, you don't even know how much I left. Okay. And it's because of hard work, right? How fast I can run, it was a hard work. Basketball, hard work. If I go right now and start shooting some basketball, it's gonna be I'm gonna be missing a lot. Why am I gonna be missing a lot? Because I haven't done it in a while. But you know what I do? I continue to try and do it. Okay. To get better. You have to get better at what you do in order to get better. But you have to do that for yourself. You don't do that for others, you do it for yourself. Okay. Remember that. So never, ever, ever. Okay. Never. Shut up. Mm. Shoot. The weak will always try to prey on the feet of those that are strong. Remember that, right? They always want to nip and nip and nip and nip. But you know what they don't want to do is they don't want to do the hard work. Okay. They don't want to do the hard work that it takes to get there. They rather chop you down little by little. So like that mosquito that can't you get rid of. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's what that is, mosquitoes, right? You don't let mosquitoes come into your world and dictate what you do. Okay. You have to excel no matter the situation, no matter those around you, because in the end, okay, there's going to be no excuses. All right? No excuses. Oh, whew, oh. I guess he must have heard my steroid piece, my TRT piece right there. I think that's what it is, man. All right, so we're actually pretty warmed up. So we're gonna do the 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna start with 25. We're not gonna start with 20. We're gonna start with 25. Right? So 25, 35, and then we have to add a little bit more weight. Row. Woo. Here we go. Right? There you go. Ah, here we go. Ah. This is not the hardest that we're gonna do. Okay. The first one or the second one is always gonna be the third one. Right. The third one is, like I always say, the hardest um set that you're gonna do. And I'll keep trying to explain it to you guys why. Okay. Because it dictates what you're gonna do next, whether you stop or you're gonna continue next week. Okay. Or you say to yourself, okay, this is the amount of weight that I'm gonna do. That is what the third one dictates. Right. And that's gonna let you know, bro, I need to do more, I need to do less, whatever. It's the third one. It's not the fourth one. Believe it or not, it's not. You could run out of gas in four, and that's what's supposed to, right? I mean, that's if you're doing 4 sets, right? If you do 2 sets, well, guess what? That's on you, right? But 4 sets is what you want to do. So our first one, 5 reps. Easy, man. I can do this easier. The second one, 3 reps, heavier. That's the second one. The third one, that's the tricky one. The reason why is because now you're negotiating on what weight can that be. Because the first one, and the second one were easy, but you know the third one's going to be the hardest. Okay, from here on, that dictates everything from there on. So let's go ahead and do 5 of these from the get go. Here we go. Here we go. One, two, three, 4, 5. Yeah. Ooh. Oh my God. Told you guys. That right there is 25 pounds. 5 times. Could have done 6 easily. Honestly, could have done 10 reps. Here we go. So now we're gonna go to 35. You all right, bro? Oh, okay, I get it. That happens to me too, though. All right. There we go. All right, 35. This is usually where I stop, right? But we got to do 3. So instead of doing 1, We're gonna do three. Yo, this is crazy. All right, this is usually where I stop. But why? I know we can do it because I usually do the 45. We've done the 45, right? I don't usually do it on camera. Again, guys, I have weights at home. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of research before I come in here. So we do three. And you see, that's the go. When you do the 3, 2, 1, it's always the go. Mm. We're going from this being a rump 1 rep max to it being 3 reps. Now, I could have an off day, and obviously we haven't done anything like this in a long time. This amount of weight 3 times in a row, just in the morning, just casually, hasn't happened in a while. But today is a great day to do it, though. I'll be honest with you. Again, we woke up, from having an amazing, and I do mean an amazing, uh, um, sorry guys, I got other things in my mind going at the same time. I'm thinking ahead of what we're gonna do here. We had an amazing stream last night, and that's just pushing me, right? Oh. And the fact that actually we're here early, that's something else, man, that got me kind of psyched that we got here extra early. All right, here we go. We got to do three. Yes. Get it. 2, 3. No shoulders either. All right, we kept it all the way low. No cheating here, baby. That was good. Now for the one, we're not gonna do 45s. We're gonna put 5 pounds on each side. I'll make it 40. I'll make it 40 on each side. But only a fool will understand, will not understand where we're going with this in the future. If you know me, you watch me for some time, you know I'm 45 are coming. That's unusual. Right? So this is not for the marbles right here. This is one. Only doing one. Only have to do one. The thing is that we want to go ahead and keep the shoulders from moving, right? The more you do that, the better the exercise. Ah, here we go. Breathe. Let the blood roll in. Oh, bro. Let me tell you guys, you can be a monster, right? In your own right? Whatever you think you're a monster, right? What I mean that is you can think of yourself very highly, and you can. Don't let nobody tell you. No, you see, that's the problem with this world right now. Everybody's trying to tell everybody not to think a certain way about themselves. How about you worry about you? Okay? You worry about yourself, right? If you think that you don't belong here or that you are not great or something like that, don't push that onto others. You got to do what you got to do. Here we go. 40 pounds. No shoulders, 40 pounds. Ooh, for your ass right there. Easy peasy. Easy money every time. All right, so now we're gonna do reverses. Exactly, bro. Exactly, Jerry. Pleasure will always be there, man. Those things will always, they're never gonna go away. And that's what I was talking about last night when I was talking about time. You will never get time back. Yo, you can lose the car. Yo, there's a chance that you can go out there and buy the same car that you had as a teenager. Okay. But can you go back to when you was a teenager? No, you cannot go back, my man. There's nothing you can do. Okay. You cannot. You will rewind. You notice the game that I'm playing Forza, where you can go back. You have a rewind button. You can't do that in real life, man. Okay. So every second that we have actually um spent here in the gym, we can't take back, whether it was positive or not. And guess what? That's what we're doing, we're being positive, right? We're excelling in the gym. We're doing what we got to do. And guess what? We can't get that back, whether it's good or bad. This is why when I come to the gym, I'm not wasting my time. People waste their time in the gym and then go eat, eat reckless outside. Like, no, man. I mean, is your money? I don't pocket watch anybody. That's up to you. But I'm not going to sit here and come to the gym and then be reckless with my time and what I do, because then it's like I'm paying the gym for nothing. Here we go. 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, look at that, man. 15, the easy way. Whew. Boys, we got time to burn. Not really, because we're going to do other stuff. But after this, we're going to do something else. We got one more to go. Ooh. Remember, guys, if you want something in life, go after it. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to do it wrong. Invest in what you're doing. You know how you invest? You have Google. Okay? Go on Google. If you want to take photography, there's plenty of videos on YouTube for you to learn how to become a photographer. Okay? From your first step to your ongoing step, because believe it or not, it's an industry that always changes. So it's going to be ongoing, right? You're never going to say, okay, I'm done. No, it doesn't work that way. Technology keeps changing, more investments keep coming in, right? So you have to understand that it's not a one-time thing and that's it. If you choose to pursue it, right? That's if you choose to do it. So everything you do in life, you have to grind, and it's gonna change, and you're never gonna be perfect. But guess what? You have to do that, right? You have to be the one to say to yourself, "Hey, you know what? If I'm not happy where I'm at, I need to keep going. I need to keep choosing." Here we go. One more. Life itself is everlasting, right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whew. All right. So now again, wow. Now we got to pick up the 35. I mean, the 45. So now we're putting back the 45. Now we got to pick up the 45s. Whew. There we go. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So now what we're gonna do now is what we was doing earlier was reverses. Now we're gonna do regular forearms, right? With 45 pounds and the 40, so 90 pounds plus the 45. So we're just gonna talk about these right now. That's just 45. And the reason why we have so much weight is because we want to load up the forearms, we want to load up the shoulders, we want to constantly have a good amount of weight on our body. So that way, when we want to lift heavy, and especially when we're wanting to do deadlifts and stuff like that, your body can handle heavier weight. You're gonna go do deadlifts, right, with 300 pounds, but yet you can't lift the 300 pounds to do anything else, you know? So to me, you're not, for me, I'm not complete if I can't do that. I've done straws for almost 400 pounds, and I've done deadlifts for 400 something pounds. So you see what I mean? Very close, right? Kind of like the horsepower to torque ratio on a car. That's the way you want it to be. Here we go. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, ah, that was easy. And later on, this is what we're going to be curling. Coming to a one-on-one stream near you. And again, that's what I'm talking about. Who can curl this? How come I cannot do shrugs for this? How come I cannot do deadlifts with this? How come I cannot do this anything with if I'm using it for one, I should be able to use it for the other ones. This is just out like this, right? Is your life like this? Okay. You remember that? Right? Or is your life like this? So in life, it's supposed to be opposite, right? When you're in the hospital and you have the machine and it goes like this, you're dead. But then you're alive when you're going up and down, right? That's false. To me, everything should be like this. Okay. You should be in a car and it's a nice, simple highway without no turns. The only way there's turns is that if you make those turns, right? If you somehow say, "Oh, I messed up," and you're going sideways, but other than that, you should be shooting straight, right? Or you could be going up, straight up. So you don't want to go down and you don't want to turn. You want to go straight or you want to go up. That's your decision. Okay. 9 times out of 10, you want to be going up. Here we go. Another 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yo, that's what I'm talking about. But now I don't know how you do things. You see, for me, if I miss time out of the gym, I don't go to make up the time. Okay. Because that could be an easy way to get hurt. What I do is I go back and I resume like I never left. That's all I do. I don't try to make up for lost time because you can't. Remember what I said about time? As time you lost, you can't get it back. Right. And sometimes when you try to get it back, see, that's the trap of life. Sometimes we make decisions or something happens in life or whatever, and you can't drop it. Don't think about it too much and start from scratch. Okay. That's how when I miss time, you guys see that I come here and I just keep it simple. I do. I keep it simple. And then I come back and then look at where we're at. Okay. Once again, we're going harder and harder. Yes, but I prefer the gym. I don't prefer to work out at home. It's very different. Here, I have machines where they're at home, I don't have. So two different things. Plus, we're doing cardio. I can't do cardio at home. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. So, whew, but what I do is this. They say, for example, I don't work out that whole week. I'm doing a lot of cardio. Okay. I'm keeping my body from being rusty. I'm also going to do this. I'm going to stretch. I don't want those muscles to clamp up, right? Just why, like, for example, I talked about when I shoot basketball, right? The reason I go up there and I miss wildly is because I've been in the gym and the muscles are just, my body's tight. You got to loosen it up in order to shoot around. Okay. Ask yourself a question. How many NBA players from back in the day look like the ones from now? You kind of see something. There's a difference, right? The ones from now are much skinnier than the ones from back in the days. The ones from back in the days, you know what they didn't do? They didn't shoot too much from three. You want to know why? They had a lot of muscle mass. They were in the gym all the time, lifting heavy. Lifting heavy and shooting, being a sharp shooter, that doesn't go together. I don't care who you are, it's not going to happen. Because you're going to be tight as fuck. You're going to be really tight. Try it. Go shoot some hoop regularly and then go lift some weights and try to shoot. It's not going to go well. It's just this how it works. You can ask him. Durant said it in one of his, I don't know if it was an interview, but I read something about him about his workout um, regimen. And he doesn't work out with heavy weights. He rather do bands because it can affect his shooting and that's 100% fit. Okay. So I make sure that if I'm not in the gym, I'm stretching, that I'm loose. Okay. 100%. And I have dumbbells, I have all that stuff at home, right? But one thing is my home gym will never replace the gym. Never. There's only 25 pounds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I have the bike. I also bike ride. So also another thing a lot of people don't know, one of my favorite sports is handball. When you play handball, again, they don't mix, right? They do not mix whatsoever. You're gonna be way off, and then you have to get yourself back. The same thing with tennis, all these things. Name one successful tennis player that looks like you. It looks like Arnold. Not one. They don't. The two sports don't coincide with each other. Okay, doesn't. You can probably do both, but your swing could be affected if you have too much muscle. Remember, these dudes that got biceps that are this big can't even do this. Look how far I get it. Look, right? Look at that. Look at this. Okay, look at that. They can't do that, bro. Okay, because there's too much mass. That's what you have to understand. Where's your compromise? What are you going to do? What is your body going to look like? You have to do all these things in your first 30 days that you're in the gym. You need to make a plan, aka the process that I was talking about. Right? Trust the process, whatever process you may go through it. And then if you don't like the process that you're on, right? Let's say you got too big, okay, well, what are you gonna do about it? You gotta make another process. Oh, I got too skinny, make another process. Life is ongoing. This shit doesn't quit. Okay, life doesn't just switch on you. Okay, you gotta do what you gotta do. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. We're gonna stop here soon. We're gonna go do our other exercise. Woo. We're gonna do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. All right, we're gonna put this over here. We're gonna head over here. Boom, boom, boom. Woo. I'll be right back for you guys. I gotta put all this weight up. Just want to put my butt bag over there. So, woo. And I'm gonna talk more about this on the new channel. But if you guys were here earlier, you guys heard the guy, right? You know what that is, and a lot of people that get offended and all this stuff. You really want to know what that is? That is people that think that the world surrounds around them. Okay. And you cannot be like that. Everything doesn't have to be about you. Okay. But remember the saying, okay, if the shoe fits, remember that, right? That's that main character syndrome, bro. Okay. There's too many people in this world right now with main character syndrome. Okay. You're not that interesting, bro. Okay. You're not that interesting for people to sit here and take time out of their lives to really think about you. Okay. That's what you guys have to understand. People have a life. And when people have a life, they don't have a time to think of you. You know that one ex-girlfriend that calls you out of the blue, hey, big head, what are you doing? Are you having fun? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. He calls you because he thinks you're interesting, right? He can't stop calling you. Now. So that way for the fellas. Fellas do that shit too. Okay. And that's exactly what I'm talking about right there. The main character syndrome. Yo, you're just not that special. Women and men. These are the type of stuff that we're going to be talking about in the next, in the other channel. Yeah, we're going to go search earth on people. One, three, four. All right, here we go. Forearms. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Woo, simple. Damn, your boy, I'm a monster, bro. Let me put it to you like this, right? So let's just say you wake up at 6 a.m. to be in the gym by 7. Let's just say, right? You're special, right? Not saying you have to have the main character syndrome, but you are special. Because if you look outside while you're walking, you're going to notice one thing, right? I think there's what, like 7 trillion people on this planet? Where the fuck are they? How many people are still in bed sleeping? You're special. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. You're doing stuff that other people don't do. Okay? Remember that, right? If they can't do it, well, guess what? Too fucking bad. That is a decision that you made and you're getting better. A lot of people want to criticize others because they can actually do something that they can do. You can't, that person can't even fathom waking up at 7 a.m. Some people sleep 10, 11, 12 hours a day, not knowing that the successful person may have 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Okay. Again, what I say about grinding. Grinding is hard. Grinding is not easy, man. But you gotta do it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like, ooh, bro, we're so good on time. It's amazing. That's why I like waking up early, man. But you guys are gonna notice something about me. As we get close to the wintertime, things change. I change. I go more hardcore. Okay, hardcore, hardcore, hardcore. You guys ever seen that movie Hardcore Henry? Well, that movie with me would have lasted about 10 minutes. Okay. All that stuff would have never happened to me, bro. No, no, no. Yeah, I have no check. As hardcore as he was going, there's no way I would have lasted that long. Um, doing all that thing. We would have got down to business. Okay, it's a whole mental thing, mentality thing. But then again, giving props to the people that made the story, that wrote the script for that movie, they made it as in like he doesn't remember anything, correct? There you go. Well, guess what? I act like I remember everything. Every time I wake up, it's back to business. Here we go. 15. No more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. We're going to do one more. Ah, we're going to be done for the day. All right, we got one more to go. Oh man, bro, I miss a hoodie so bad, man. You just don't understand. Oh, the love affair that I have with hoodies. Ooh. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Here we go. And I'm just gonna tell you guys the truth. That I didn't even feel that, bro. It didn't feel like I was doing anything. We are way ahead of the curve nowadays, man. We're heading into new territories. Ooh, ooh. Oh, you said you. I'm sorry. I thought you meant that I was lifting at home. Sorry, my bad. And that's good, all right? That's good. Lifting at home, I mean, for me, I don't prefer it, but that doesn't mean that it's something wrong with it. Okay? Ooh. Oh, man, we're going upstairs now. Oh, whew. Yo, look at these steps, bro. I'm telling you, man. Holy crap. You want to talk about Stairmaster? Go up and down them steps a few times and see how you feel. You know what? To this day, I don't know what that is. At first, I thought it was like one of those lava rock or whatever heaters or something like that. I don't know what that is. Up here, you have Pilates rooms. They were doing construction on one of these rooms. There's a whole bunch of mats in here. You guys can't see because it's nice and dark. Yoga studio. Right? Look at this. Man. And then that's Pilates over there, I believe. And this room right here was under construction. Doesn't say what it is. Cycling. I don't think it's open though. Is it? Yo, check this out. What? They finished the room. I didn't even know. So you can come in here and cycle by yourself, or you can do it downstairs. But these are the real nice machines right here. And look at that. Each one has what? His own towel ready for you to get on. No, I don't know if I would come here and use it when nobody's there, but just saying, there's an option. And here we go. We're gonna come over here to the punching bag room. I showed you the other day, but for those that are coming new, here's the punching bag room. There you go. Boom. That right there. The only thing I don't like about this is the fact that you can't do dips. And the reason I say that because look closely. What do you see? These bars are going in like that in the angle. I'm not good with that. I'm good. And the fact that you can't do sit-ups. Now you could do sit-ups um while hanging, but not everybody is at that stage to hang and do sit-ups, you know what I mean? Oh, so guess what? Today we're actually going to use the boxing room and we're gonna use that one. This one right here. So we're gonna move our stuff a little bit to the right. Right. And again, today, this is not the end all be all. We're just gonna be here doing a few jabs here and there, you know. But we're gonna wrap our fingers today. Our hands, should I say. So bear with me while I wrap my hands. Yo, but the coolest shit I remember buying these last year, and I haven't used them in a long time. But look at this, guys. Hayabusa, the best. What do you see? Star Wars. Yo, amazing. Oh, I forgot. I got to take off my watch. You can't have your watch on while you do this. So I think I got these on the wrong way. So unfortunately for us, yep, here we go. So we're gonna put this on the finger. Oops. There we go. Been a while, man. And I know they want you to do 2 or 3 here. I just want to cover everything right away. So that way there we go. Perfect. And now we're gonna go straight to right down here, the wrist. You got to make sure that you do a real good job on the wrist, man. Okay. Now we're not gonna be hitting it at full force, but your wrist has to be protected. Right. It's the whole purpose of this, right? So now you gotta have to go ahead and cover everything else. Boom. And we right away want to go to over the thumb. Now you want to go down. There we go. And you want to go this way. And trust me, this is the easy part. The hardest part is wrapping it. Okay, to put it away. Yo, it takes forever. There we go. We're gonna wrap it again on our wrist. Boom, make it nice and tight. This time, there we go. Now we're gonna keep going. We have less. Oh my God, bro. Come on, help me out here. There we go. And I'm not one to tell you, oh, you need to wrap it this way or whatever, bro. Wrap it however you want to wrap it, especially if you're on the go, like we are today. Here we go. One. Got another one to go. And this is why we actually have our hoodie in, and we didn't take it off because I want to keep the heat on my body, right? We just worked out. We want the heat. And while we're kind of hurrying because we are warmed up, we're ready to go. Don't want to lose that. There we go. Boom. One, two, three. There. Now over the thumb, right there. Over the thumb, but a little lower. Now you're trying to cover everything, right? You don't want to see your skin, right? Now you want to go over the thumb again. Now over the thumb a little bit more, right there. Now you want to go down, back up, back down. Now you want to come back over here. Wrist action again, right? Boom. Now you want to go back up there, over the thumb. There we go. This one's tighter than this one. The right hand is tighter than the left hand because obviously we learned a little from the right to the left, right? I mean, from the left to the right. The mistakes we didn't make with the right, we made with the left, but we used the right. I mean, the left as an example. All right, here we go. Again, these are really, really tight, but that's not the point. The point is we just want to work out. We want to use this as cardio. Learn how to box. We're not out here trying to knock out, trying to hit it all hard. That's not what we're here for. We're here for the movement, right? Ooh, you can still feel it right here. So we're missing a little. This thing that makes a little sound. So we need to wrap this a lot better next time. You want to keep your feet up. You want to almost dance the whole time. But when you're learning, that's not going to happen. Let's not hit ourselves, okay? We're in the learning process. Again, I used to box when I was a kid. Or 48. We're talking about when I was like 12 years old. Oh, it never goes away. The fuck it doesn't. Yes, it does. Riding a bike, that's a different story. And the first time you come, right? So it's coming back and forth, right? We're not hitting it enough. We're not hitting it hard enough where it's gonna come back. And that's fine. We just want to make contact, keep moving. And when I tell you, you feel all this, right? When we're done, we're gonna do a few pull-ups just to get the back into it. You see how it's going back and forth? You can use that to your advantage, right? So now we're gonna do more of the jab method, right? We're a little warmed up, right? We don't want to make that full contact, right? Working that chest, depending on how the person is, you know what I'm saying? Working that chest right here in front of me. Now we can go up some more, right? Which is what this is for. Not only the brand, this represents the head of the person. If the person is taller than you, or it could be right here, their face right here. If you're the same, you're not gonna be punching up here because you're not gonna be hitting them in the forehead. You have to be hitting them in the mouth area, right? But anything goes, trust me, right? If you can hit them in the balls, hit them in the balls. Says here since 1910. Oh, so when you box, you have to be very, very careful. What you don't want to do is to mess up your rep, right? Easy punches, right? That's what we're gonna do right now. There's that baseball came in right there. I don't know if you guys seen it. It felt like I was about to take a swing. At least that's what it felt like to me. I don't know if you guys seen that. Easy. There you go. Get used to the punching in and out. Get used to the punching both sides, right? I can feel it. I can feel the sweat coming in, right, from the weights. Even before that, the running up the stairs from the train station here. And you notice that I try to concentrate and do every hit consistent, right? Almost at the same time, with the same rhythm, with the same pace to build consistency, right? That's how you sweat. We messed up there, and that's fine. Whew. That's what I'm talking about. I think that was about a good 3 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes of punching around. And that's what you need to do when you start, right? Yo, you don't have to be Superman if you're in the gym, okay? You don't have to do that, okay? What you have to do is just be consistent, okay, guys? Be consistent. That's all your body is asking for you to do. And we are sweating, right? But we got what we wanted. Whew. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go over here and we're gonna do a few pull-ups. Yo, some more shoulders, so we're not gonna kill ourselves. Oh, we're not gonna wrap this yet. No, and we're not gonna be doing pull-ups with these in our hands. These are too tight. And you can tell because of what? Look at that. Oh, but I tell you this much, I feel a lot of relief in my hands. Whoa, a lot. And I can feel it on my legs, the going to the side, going to the front, going to the back. That's what you want. Whew. You want to feel that, right? Those are parts from your body you haven't used in so long. You know how I see some people, right, which I do them too. You see them and they grab away and they go down, stuff like that, right? Which is easy, right? Or some people it isn't that easy. Okay. You can get that done with other workouts. It doesn't have to be just like that. Right? There we go. One. We're gonna take our time. Two, three, four, six. The next six are gonna be done different. We're not gonna choose to do them the same. Whoa, the sweat is good. All right, let's go. Now we're gonna do the ones for arms, for bicep. You're gonna hold it right here, and you're gonna go straight up. Here's the easiest one. One, two, three, four, five, six. I found a flaw. The flaw is if you cross your feet, you're gonna hit right here. Okay, and that kind of takes away from your momentum. Whew. And also, the grips are slipping. All right, we have six more to do. Ah, here we go. The last ones. So these right here, considered almost like a hammer curl. These right here are definitely. You're basically pulling up your whole body. You're doing biceps. One, all the way down. Two, three, four, five. There we go. We hit six. No bueno. Oh, no bueno. That's no bueno. I don't like that. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do right now is I'm about to shut this off. Right. And the real reason why we came here early is because I'm going to shoot the first uh episode in the new series in the new channel right after this while I'm in the gym. All right, guys. So tune in for that. You guys gotta look for it. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, oh. I'm not gonna tell what we're gonna talk about. Gotta try and find it. I'm gonna post this so you guys will find it. If you guys are subscribed to me, you guys are gonna get it. I'm gonna post it and then I'm gonna go ahead and whew, come back on you guys, okay? All right, guys. Thank you for coming in, man. Appreciate everything. Uh love you guys. Please do your 5,000 steps um today. Try to get that out. Please never be complacent no matter what happens in your life. Never lose focus. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to the others. Listen to yourself. All right. This is the 101 for Gym Church. Please trust the process, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.